Namibia, a land of endless sunshine and powerful winds, ranked among the top 3 locations globally for low-cost green hydrogen production. With its abundant renewable energy resources and a stable, peaceful democracy, Namibia is attracting global attention as a hub for green industrialization.
We started looking at green industrialization arguably already in March 2021. So when President Gengov launched HPP2 on the 18th of March, within it there were actually 2 activities under the 3rd goal of the economic advancement pillar. The first activity was all about developing a green economy and a blue economy and leveraging those to mobilize foreign direct investment into the country. And the second one was, of course, to look at green hydrogen and green ammonia as a transformative sector. The important thing about what HPP2 was doing was it was always trying to accelerate the achievement of the goals within Vision 2030.
Guided by Vision 2030, a national development framework inspired by the leadership of Namibia's founding president, Sam Nujoma, and the Harambee Prosperity Plan II, Namibia is taking bold steps to transform its economy by adding value to its natural resources.
If you read Vision 2030, specifically on page 64, you would see back then what that cabinet was envisioning as where we want to be by 2030. And one of the things they were saying is that Namibia will be an export-orientated, manufacturing-based economy with a lot of the GDP growth coming from the secondary sector.
One of the most promising industries emerging from this vision is green hydrogen, a clean energy source that could redefine Namibia's industrial future. To make this vision a reality, the Namibian government, through the Namibia Green Hydrogen Programme, has mobilized resources to develop a thriving green hydrogen industry.
If you even look at Harambee's legacy, or at least his presidency, he was emphasizing a lot of, for example, transport infrastructure. And it's on that transport infrastructure that you need to move these goods that you make. And if you look at what our incoming sort of administration is looking at championing, again, you see rail and agriculture and port are all there as well. And so you can really draw a line on green industrialization right across. Because even as we're looking at dealing with agriculture, for example, as a growth opportunity, you would have to deal with climate change as well. Of course, because the droughts can really slow our ability to use agriculture as an economic enabler.
The private sector has joined forces, investing in groundbreaking projects that will not only reshape Namibia's industrial landscape, but also position the country as a leader in global sustainability. One such revolutionary initiative is the Hyiron Oshivela project. Located near Arandis in the Orongo region. Built on land once used for farming and now facing the effects of climate change, this project represents innovation, resilience, and sustainability.
The Hyiron Oshivela project is primarily focused on producing iron in a greener and a safer way for the environment. So what we are doing at Hyiron is we are harnessing power from the sun, and we're using this power to then produce hydrogen gas, of which we then use the hydrogen gas as our reduction agent in the process of refining iron. So this is a process that was that was traditionally done using processes that involved the emission of very high CO2 emissions. But now in our case, we want to sort of get this whole industry green per se.
Our vision is to showcase to the world a few important points. The first is that industrial production of iron at zero emissions is possible, because that's currently one of the big drivers of climate change. Around about 9% of the global emissions, CO2 emissions, are caused by specifically this process that we'll do here in this furnace. This is one of the big parts, is to showcase it's possible, it's doable, and it's doable in an industrial scale, so that in future our cars, our houses, our hospitals, our schools can be built on the basis of iron and steel that is not affecting climate change. Let me first show, this is actually what we produce here. It's called direct reduced iron. This is now ready to be melted and poured into any form that we need. And of this we will have a production capacity per year of 15,000 tons.
The Hyiron Oshivela project is the world's first to use green hydrogen in processing iron oxide into direct reduced iron, DRI. Locally sourced from Namibia's Khomas and Kunene regions, with additional supplies from South Africa, this iron oxide will be transformed into a valuable industrial material through sustainable energy.
Traditionally, iron ore is refined using coking coal, which is high carbon intensive element, or a very high carbon intensive substance. But then what we're doing in this process is we are totally eliminating the use of coal, and we are substituting then the coal for hydrogen gas. And this hydrogen gas, the way we harness it, is also using green methods of harnessing the gas.
The construction site we started about 11 months ago or 10 months ago, and we up to now used more than 60 Namibian SMEs who took their part in making this reality. So altogether we estimate that more than 400 people worked on the realization of this. Commissioning of this kiln here, we will only be the 11th African country with the capabilities to produce iron. And we will be the first country in the world that can produce iron at zero emissions in an industrial scale.
But this is more than just an industrial project. It is a catalyst for human empowerment. During Phase 1, over 60 small and medium enterprises, SMEs, were engaged, and more than 400 Namibians secured employment during the construction phase alone.
We had some international specialists, technicians, engineers that came here, and that worked a lot with our team, the Hyiron team here in Namibia, and did a lot of training. So, and many of them have returned already because we finished construction. And we always think about the one way, okay, there's training, and for us it's great because next time we know if we build another one, another furnace, another production, or scale it up, we know we can do it because the people have learned it.
The project is quite a bit of a United Nations project. Now, what do I mean by that? It's made up using Chinese solar panels, Chinese electrolyzers, a German kiln, Namibian labor, Namibian sun, and capital from around the world, but also from Europe, right? And so what you end up with is European content, Chinese content, Namibian content, and then the off-takers is either Bentella from Germany or even Toyota from Japan, yet another Asian company. And so when you look at that, you have almost the whole world in one way or another from a continent perspective participating in at least making this particular project a success.
My name is Johnny Saratiel. I'm a forklift operator, a heavy load and light load.
My name is Epison Cornelius. I'm an electrician at Hyiron Oshivela.
My name is Chris Mubuma. I am the senior welder for Hyiron.
My name is Wenjuinda Shipepa. I'm a general worker here at Hyiron.
Beyond its industrial significance, the Hyiron Oshivela project is a story of transformation. Many of the workers here come from humble beginnings, proving that opportunities in the green industry are changing lives. Among them is a man who once herded cattle and now operates heavy machinery with precision and expertise.
I've been doing this for 1.5 years, but I've been working here for 2 years. I was working first as a farmer worker, feeding cattle and goats and sheep. Luckily enough, I got a boss. He asked me if I can go for the forklift operating courses. I went there doing that in Valvesby. 1.5 weeks, I come back. The second week again, I go there. I got my license of operating this machine. So I've been here driving up and down 9 hours in a day. I've been doing this from the plant itself, doing the solar panel, transporting Monday to Saturday, even Sunday sometimes. Back to the building here, I've been transporting cement to the guys who are building here, transporting bricks and heavy material that they can't lift it by them hands. When I'm doing my lifting, I have a limited capacity. I can't overload because the moment you overload, your machine can tip. Easy way, you can tip your machine. So I just have a message. This message is to my colleague operators. Guys, keep it safe. Lead your capacity for your machine. Don't overload your machine because the moment you happen to overload it, then machine will tip. And if it tip someone close to you, near to you, you're gonna injure that person or take a life of someone. We don't want it to happen. Never. I can tell you this 24 million times in the world. This is the best project. You would love to be here. You would like to watch what is happening here. Look, in our country, we have unemployment, unemployment youth. We are here to create the opportunity. We are here to get, like the investor. They will come in this country, Namibia. They will keep talking Namibia, to come here in Namibia to invest. I'm happy, Jabolele, because looking at where I am right now, as I was feeding cattle, sheep and goats, and now I'm here, standing here, operating a machine, such a big machine. I feel happy for myself. Look, we all have dreams. Dream of doing something in your life. But chance only comes once in life. You take that chance, grab it with both hands. You don't need to be hesitate. Why people maybe they're going to say this and this and this. Me, John, is standing here with my baby. I really like it, man. I really enjoy doing this every day. Even though sometimes they even ask me, are you tired? Maybe Sunday or Saturday you can rest. No, man, I want to go to work. I like the sound of this machine, and I really enjoy it.
This one is our inverter. And this inverter has done a lot of job in this project. All the power that we used can be in building that or putting the roof or cutting whatsoever or drilling is through this power. This is the guy that must give us power. It's our inverter.
From assembling and fitting to installation and construction, Namibians are at the heart of this initiative. Trained locally, they are developing expertise in green hydrogen technology, making Namibia a key player in this fast-growing industry. The world is watching and learning from Namibia's success.
I've been working here for more about 7 months. 7 months now. And my role here is like to install all the electrical equipment, like let me say, install lights, switches, the street sockets, and all the electrical things in the side. Plus also the cameras also. The project is like, it's teaching me, it's like, at first I have learned a lot. Especially on the solar plants and all the new things that are coming in every day, every now and then. So I've learned a lot most in this project, and I'm highly learning. I most highly want to learn more other than what I've learned before. So I'm still highly want more to come. As if you know, like electrical things, they are being developed every now and then. You have to experience something new that you never met before. I'm still waiting for that. Yeah. The thing of these smokes or fumes that this carbon dioxide that's produced most in other things, like when using coals in other times when the people using coals. So it's no more happening here. Here we are only using hydrogen, which we will be producing in our electrolyzer. So that's it's really good. It's really good, and I know everybody will like it. That since most we will not be polluting our atmosphere.
For Hyiron, I do a lot of welding work, all these containers that we are having here. I'm the one that transformed them into as working offices. So, and it's a very good work that we have been doing with my colleagues as well. I studied at Okakarara VDC. That's where I did my welding. So as an artisan, I did in 2014 up until 2017. That's when I graduated from OVDC. Yeah, the best moment, we were working as a team. Everyone used to help one another where you are stuck, where you need some help, where in all means we were helping one another. And we were learning a lot from our engineers as well. For me, it means quite a lot because I also want to become one of the best engineers also regarding to as the company is running into its second phase next year. All what I would like to encourage the young ones or the upcoming generation is that once you get an opportunity like this, it's not all about money, but the little or the patience you have a lot to learn in future, and which will take you far in future.
Shipepa started as a gate assistant, managing entry points and ensuring security. Through dedication and hard work, he steadily progressed and is now a trusted general worker, playing a vital role in the project's success.
Ya, ojajimba utira kwa muwero chinaji chanjinya nukida chinene biegu kapunga mbirimba orondo ruwele nduino viungura mabika onjanda shedu uja kambani njo Hyiron Namibia matuto kungura oshitenda ina chili chinga chanjinya nukida chinene kuchambia nene kuya ku bivangi mbikale no muwangati moku kuango kulio mu kukano rupa mu chino chinene jinga maji ka utuka kaonja Namibia chimunaji. china chingambala ko mwerongo elinyingire kwaho na banje abenji dubire benji etamba uje utukungurosho mundu kubatera mbana mbena uliri yunguranje pe baba bajineni hapo ulirira ku okubatera we wakwetumbo chimuna wokunyofa po uhitaye na kubatera chinga mahe pandalire mahe po hasa ebetere po pe ebechitire mahe po muyu ekaeto muyu metere po pe okuchito cha viungura kuye biliro bipupu nao ontero nombango yanje onamba porwelendi chachinga mbili omundu o general weka mubatire uliri binondero kuya chiri muri abebe biya mukapale ko murungu cyo mununga mbiri hongo oruchenuro yubanoho biya mukapale ko murungu chapunga mebe ungure na benji dubire na benji ya miseo kapale ko murungu katiti kuja mabenji fa pe mabeni.
One of the key things to mention in preparation is to invest into training. Because I see that within our country a lot of people hesitate to do it because employees are very mobile and we are easy to change jobs, and then for the employers it's a big question: should I invest into such a training? Should I invest to have my trained people to take time with trainees and teach them how to do the job, so that in future it's not only me but a second person who can do the job. And we advocate a lot for that, because we need to do an incredible curve of learning so that we can realize that. And we hope that we can encourage a lot of the small and medium businesses to do that, so that in future we can double the output, because we have to be much faster in future. And our concept here with the people that were here already is that each one who was involved with the construction now will in future have 3 or 4 additional people to help and learn again from him. And that should continue in this modular design that we have, so that at the end we will have a very broad workforce that precisely know their tasks in realizing this.
Namibia is proving that green hydrogen production is not just an idea, it is happening now. By embracing clean energy solutions, the country is setting a benchmark for Africa and the world, paving the way for a sustainable and prosperous future. This is Namibia's green hydrogen story. This is the future.
This was possible because as a people we came together, rallied behind one idea or one vision, and we pushed it and we made it happen. And from my perspective, we have 5 more years where we need to do that and even more before, of course, we reach to 2030 and look back to 2004 and say, look, what have we achieved? And importantly, what have we not achieved and what can we do better? But certainly, let's pause, let's take a moment, and I think let's be proud of this young Namibian SME that has been able to do something that hasn't been done anywhere else in the world today.